Today I thought we'd use the Milan watercolours. We're going to go for a really vibrant, bright kind of colour. So I'm just going to grab my paintbrush, go into some lovely bright colours, and I'm going to use the shape of my paintbrush. I just thought that'd be really fun to do. Just see what we can make by using it as sort of a print of the brush. This is just going all down the page. I'm going to let each layer dry because I want the colours to stay true to themselves. I've dried it with a hairdryer and I'm going to go in for another colour. So I'm going to go for this lovely purple colour. That would suit it quite nicely. So just putting it in the gaps in between. Again, using the side of the brush to make this print of your paintbrush. And just pressing it down, adding a bit of water. And again, we're going to wait for that to dry or use a hairdryer. Now I'm going in with a lilac, adding this paler purple to the page. Now you might not want to use these colours. They might not be your happy place. And if they're not, just pick your colours that you want. Or go for something random. Pick colours you've never chosen before and see how that works out. That could be quite exciting. You're either going to love it or you're not. But at least you'll know whether the colours go together. So I am just adding these on randomly. Just putting it down wherever I feel there's a bit of a space that needs some colour. And as I'm getting further into this paint, I'm thinking, oh, what colour am I going to put on next? I really don't know. Could be a surprise, could completely change the look of this, but I need to let this dry first. Okay, I thought it was starting to look a bit samey, so I'm going to go in with this blue colour here, just to jazz it up a bit. Getting some different colours onto the page. I think that does actually enhance it. What do you think? Do you think this enhances it, or should I just have stayed with the pinks and purple theme? Sometimes it's hard to know whether you're doing the right thing. You just go and do something and then you think to yourself, oh, I shouldn't have done that. I preferred it as it was. But the good thing about painting is that you can make these decisions. They could work out brilliantly, or they might not work out very well at all. But there's always a second chance. You can always go back and sort of remember what you liked, what you didn't like, and do something a little bit different. No rules. You do what you want, whatever makes you happy. I really like the way that looks. I'm going to leave a little bit of white because I've decided that I want a pen in between. So I've just grabbed my Uniball, my silver pen, not a gold one, shock horror, going for the silver, and I'm just going to add some little lines on here. Just thought that would pretty it up, make it look a little bit different. So these lines are very subtle, nothing too bold. Just adding that little bit of interest, just because. So I couldn't help myself, grabbed the gold paint, the Lumiere Gold, and I've got a stencil and I've got an applicator, and I just decided, oh come on, let's just get some of that lovely gold paint on. So, got my stencil and I am just going to gently put it on with this applicator. I want to do sort of like lines going down and across. I don't want to use tons of paint because it tends to seep through. So I'm using this sponge applicator to sort of just give an indication of the paint really. Let's have a look. Yeah, So an indication of that paint onto that lovely background. So once I've done that, I've decided to outline that gold Lumiere paint, just gently putting a nice little line all around the little marks that I can see. You may want to do this, you may not want to, it's totally up to you, but I just wanted to have a little bit of a play. So I've heated up the tape and just peeling it off and just gonna show you the lovely shininess of it. And then I've grabbed my Lang watercolors in the same colors that I've already used, and I've done a blue piece and a pink piece, and what I'm going to do is cut out little squares. So cutting these little squares out, I'm going to glue them on to my surface, to my background surface. So I'm just measuring out where they're going to go, not worrying too much about it, and then I'm going to grab my Mod Podge and I'm just going to get these glued down. So I've got this sort of idea from Kate Rebecca Leach's Creative Abstract Mixed Media book. This is not exactly the same as what she does, but I just got inspired by one of her pieces. It's a beautiful book and there's lots of lovely projects to do in that book. I am affiliated with Amazon, and there is a link below if you haven't already got this book and you fancy having a look. There are some lovely projects in there. So like I said, I got inspired by looking through the book and thought, oh yeah, maybe I could do something but a little bit different. So I've now glued on my shapes and I've grabbed my Posca pen and I am just outlining the marks. I just want to make over the top. I just want to make them a little bit more bolder. So just adding these marks here. So I hope you like this. I hope you get to try, and if you like this, maybe you'll like, maybe you'll subscribe, maybe you'll leave me a comment. I'd love to hear whether you're going to try this out. I've also got a members page and you get members only videos and member first videos. So there is a join button just below if you want to take a look at that. That would be great to see you there. So I've just now outlining a little bit more, adding some little shapes onto the page, just doodling really. I just want to make this a little bit more pronounced. It's all nice and dry. Each layer I've put on there, I've actually weighed down, waited till it dried, added some more details, and then put some books on top and just left it. So you can see the lovely details here, and I think it's turned out really well. Let me know in the comments what you think. Is this something you'd try? I quite like the layering process. It looks a little bit 3D when you see it from the side. Okay, thanks for watching. See you again soon. Bye.